What's going on, world? My name's Sloe Jack and I'm playing Truth or Darts with idobi Radio. So let's get into it, bitches!
So why would you wanna be me, like me, like me, like me, like me?
Alright, so we've got the darts here, world. Woo! I spent a few days in the pub. If you could time travel, what era would you visit and why? I would have to go probably to like the medieval era, probably like the Dark Ages. I think it's really cool. If I could like bring something, I'd bring like a Game Boy or some fucking drugs or something, just to like give it to like a medieval peasant and see what happens. Cause I can imagine like a little kid back then, the only thing he's ever eaten is fucking stale bread. Imagine coming down, bringing him some meth. Imagine what will fucking happen. Imagine what would happen, bro. They'd write songs about me. I'd be some kind of deity. They'd be like, they'd sing, there was a song about the man who come down and give us some magical powder. Like, they'd write a little story about me. I'd be in the fucking lore. It'd be magic, man. It'd be magic. So, yeah, medieval times. Imagine that. It'd be crazy. The kids is tweaking. Time for another dart. What's something you're genuinely afraid of? I've got an irrational fear of like bugs, like close-up images of bugs. I watched one episode of SpongeBob one time, and there's like this scene, it's a SpongeBob episode called Wormy, and there's an episode where there's like a caterpillar and he turns into a butterfly, and then for some reason there's like a close-up shot of like its face with those buggy eyes. Something to do with like a close-up shot of like those dome-like eyes that ants and like insects got. It gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. Ooh, this is a good one. What famous artist would you want to be roommates with? Probably someone who's fucking quiet. Someone who doesn't make much fucking noise. Who's a quiet artist? Who's like a classic poet? Like a spoken word kind of artist who like sings soft music. Maybe someone who doesn't sing at all. Stevie Wonder? Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Fuck yeah. Would you rather always have bad breath or always have sweaty palms? Probably sweaty palms, because there's nothing worse than some dude with rancid fucking cactus fucking eggy breath. So I'll go with the sweaty palms because I just won't shake anyone's hand and I'll just have a little handkerchief on me at all times. I get angry when I have to talk to someone who fucking doesn't brush their teeth. We live in the modern world, brush your fucking teeth. Or you're gonna be, just as bad as the British. What's your guilty pleasure TV show? I'm a really big SpongeBob SquarePants fan. I grew up watching that. Probably the first ever thing I watched. So to this day, I do watch it, like sometimes going to sleep when I'm like having like night terrors. But like only seasons 1 and 2 because they're the only ones I know. Who is your dream artist to collab with? If it could be any artist, I'd probably go back in time and do some shit with Led Zeppelin, honestly, or like do some shit with Silverchair, like some classic rock shit, maybe AC/DC, get Akadaka on there. I could see myself rapping on some of them riffs, But yeah, probably like anything from back in the day, even Kiss. Actually, there's a band called Speed, gang called Speed, a hardcore rock band out of Sydney, Australia. I'd collab with them any day, bro. What's the most embarrassing text you've ever sent to the wrong person? One time I tried to send nudes on Snapchat and then accidentally sent it to one of my best mates. So to this day, he probably has a dick pic of me somewhere. So that's really pleasant, isn't it? Fuck. Woo! What's the cringiest thing you've done to get the crush's attention? There's a few things I've done, I've got a history of like being pretty cringe. So like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I've never been like a hoe, so I've always liked relationships. So all throughout my life, it's just been growing pains of like kind of trying to understand what it means to be like actually a good boyfriend or whatever, or just a good bloke in general, not a fucking creepy loser. But one time I was with a girl, like I was really young, and she broke up with me. This is a red flag, bro. I'm not like this anymore, but like, I remember asking my nan to like drive me to her house to drop off something that was hers just so I could see her again, bro. And then she said, I remember she opened I was like 14. She opened the door and she's like, don't fucking do that. And I'm like, yeah, I guess not, right? Yeah, that was embarrassing. Cringe. Ooh, this is a good question. This is a really good question. What's the worst part about being a musician? Just like the uncertainty of it all, I'd say. Like, as an artist, sometimes it's like hard to kind of feel like there's some consistency in your life when there's a lot of shit going on. There's no consistency. There's no 9 to 5. Every day is kind of a mystery. And if you don't like mystery, then you're not gonna like being a musician. So if you're working at, Chick-fil-A or some shit, I envy you on a lot of levels because I'm just not able to fucking like have any predictability in my life, which is a fucking pain because I love that shit, What's the weirdest fan interaction you've ever had? Okay, so I just came off a tour with Joe, Valance and Bray, if you know those guys, dope rap duo. We went all across North America and Canada, and I had one fan interaction where, because we have our van and it's parked outside the venue, and after the event, I'll go sign some autographs and hop in the van and we'll drive back to the hotel or wherever to the next destination. Well, someone fucking left the door open. So I had the flu one time in Salt Lake City and I was really sick. So after the show, I was in the van like, oh fuck, just take me back to the fucking hotel, bro. I need a nap, like. And then one of the crew, I'm not gonna name him, came and got something out the van, like the sliding door of the van, and fucking left the door open in the van, and all the fans were outside of the van, so they could all see me in the van, like with no shirt on, like looking like I just got born. And they're like, what the fuck? And they're like, and there was this one fan who's like, Jack, and he's holding the fucking vinyl of Joe, Valance and Bray, and he's like, Jack, can I fucking sign this fucking shit? And he like crawled in the van, and I'm like, fuck off, cut, fuck off, and I'm all sick and shit. It's like zombie apocalypse type shit. But that was probably the weirdest fan interaction I've had, like someone trying to actually get in the car and do something. I don't know what he was trying to do, but you know, if you're out there, mate, what's up? You know, what are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you so much to idobi Radio for having me on. Shout out them. They're the dopest in the fucking business, baby. I'm Sloe Jack. Peace.
So why would you wanna be me, like me, like me, like me?